Hi guys, we just went over the rubric for your original post, and now I'm going to look at the rubric for your response. And remember, each response is worth 2.5 points. So this is just real simple. And I'll never give you less than half a point. I don't get into .25 and .16. We used to have a teacher that did that. And when I was her coordinator, I told her to stop it because we just ain't going to get that low down. Okay, so your response is clear and it's at least 100 words, and that's worth a point. It's critically reflective and respectful. So please don't say, now so-and-so, you don't know what you're talking about, or be negative toward the person that posted. Always be nice. And then for your response, look up and see how many references. I think I just said one. I think it was 2 for the post and 1 for the response. So that's it on the response. So I'm going to go ahead and do this APA paper rubric in this video, and I only do 2. So your scholarly paper, as I said, I will be grading it strictly in terms of APA. So APA counts a lot, and this paper is worth 40 possible points. Your cover page can get you 5 points, and in it you have to have your name on it, the title of the paper, and like I say, in that APA book it shows you exactly how to do a title page. You're going to need a running head on it. You number the second page, and my name needs to be on it and the date submitted, and then the running head. So this, if you're missing 2 criteria, you get 3 points. If you're missing only 1, you get 4. If you do everything I've told you to do right here correctly, you'll get all 5 points, and I hope you will. Now here is the introduction and purpose of your paper, and I had my dissertation chair would always say a paper can't discuss. So you wouldn't say, in this paper we'll discuss. You would say, in this paper so-and-so will be discussed, because a paper can't state anything, or a paper can't talk. I can't tell you how many times she told me that. So anyway, you will have a section heading, although APA does not tell you to put introduction as a heading. Topic would be introduced in your introduction, importance of the topic, a purpose of the paper, and points to be covered are included and clear. So that'll give you 5 points if nothing is missing, if you do all this that I told you to in correct APA format. Now let me just say that some places may have it differently, like that Purdue OWL in your book. If I take off a point and you can find documentation supporting that I should give you that point back, I will, because I want you to get all you can. Now here's the content, and it is worth the bulk of the paper, obviously. You can get 15 points on this. You're going to describe the issue, the cause of the issue, impact on nursing, explanations, demonstration, college level writing, and in Word it'll tell you if you've misspelled it, and get somebody to proof it. Somebody in the class just say, would you please proof my paper? There's some software called Grammarly that you can run it through, but my friend in graduate school said that I was more critical than Grammarly and would find mistakes in her paper that Grammarly missed. So don't count on it completely. All right, and then your conclusion is worth 10 points. And these are the things that you would include in your conclusion. Now, I'm doing this like we did in 2011 and 2012 last year, so last year's class will understand what this is all about. On your first turn in, you can get a maximum of 35 points. Then you will look at my corrections, and if you correct all my corrections and revise it, then I'll give you 5 points. So whatever you make up here, you can gather 5 points for making your corrections, and that just helps you learn. So we came up, I think Dad came up with that last year, and I liked it. So here are just some tips about APA. Your entire paper is double spaced and only double spaced. There's no triple spacing, there's no single spacing. You're only printed on one side of the paper. You have the 1-inch margins. You're going to use Times New Roman. You have to format your running head and page number, and this is right up a corner, beginning with page 2. So you click on that thing in the Word document that says different first page. So the first page is the only page that's going to have the 2 words running head on it. Then your title will appear on page 2 through the end. Talked about headings for each section. First level and second level are needed. Appropriate in-text citations in APA format. And if you get a reference that's got a whole lot of authors, like 10 authors, APA tells you, I think you only have to do the first 6, and then you do the ... in the last one. So just be sure that you are referring to that book, and somebody in your class may step forward to help you. Your sources can't be over 5 years, and your internet sources include the correct URL so that I can find it. All right, well, that's all I wanted to go over was these rubrics. And so if you have any questions, email me at dscconnect, gward@daltonstate.edu. And good luck and do well. Bye-bye.